Corey Krieger leads South Africa out. Samoa Satiti, the captain of Samoa. The South Africans have made 3 changes to that team that played England in Perth. John Smit comes into the hooking role. Van Ratenbach into the front row, and Derek Hugard is in the number 10 jersey in place of Louis Kuhn. There's number 9 there, the veteran Joos van der Westhausen, 32 years of age. Number 4, Bucky's Boyter. He's back on the ground where he received a rather lengthy ban after playing against the Wallabies during the Tri-Nations. Samoa look for 9 and 10, So Oialo and Va'a to lead them around the park. The centre combinations, the veteran Lima and the young man on debut, number 13, Romy Ropati. He has a stack of Super 12 experience, but his first test tonight for Samoa. And for South Africa, can Joos van der Westhausen lead them around the park. A lot of pressure on young Derek Hugard, but he has some experience inside and outside him, and that back 3 is lethal. Krieger, the captain, Joe van Niekerk and Johan Smith. They have been in great form at Rugby World Cup 2003. See the flags flying there, a little bit of breeze. Stand by now for the national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Rugby World Choir will now perform the national anthems of Samoa and South Africa.
Samoa. Sebelum
The referee is Chris White from England, the 40-year-old. Touch judges Stu Dickinson of Australia and Alan Lewis from Ireland. Television match official is Joel Dumais from France.
Stay back, lads.
It is Pool C action. Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. Sudden death here, the winner to make it through to the quarterfinals, and first touch for the Springboks in their traditional green jerseys. They drive it over the 22. That's a good start, and coming away with it is the captain, Craig Huger. Caught them napping down the short side. Yuan Smith couldn't hold on to it, so we'll have a scrum right down in front of Simon Poitevin.
Tremendous break out there. Smart work by the South Africans. Victor Matfield, terrific ball. Taking the air, then let's take it in the sideline. Corne Krika. And just the halfback, so Oliel came across for the tackle.
South Africans have the weight advantage. So Ayalo. And there's a big scrum by the Springboks.
More about technique. Immediately they wheeled that first one, got it past 90 degrees. They therefore get the feed. Already showing that this is where the South Africans will win it, up front, technical superiority.
There's Van der Westhausen, he goes to the short side and it gets him napping yet again. Back on the inside, Jovan Niekerk. What about the start for the Springboks? Magnificent. Where was the defence down the short side for Samoa? On 2 occasions in the opening minute, they have been opened up.
Can excuse it on the first one. Tangi Thakabau, when the original break was made, he was in the ruck. This time he should have been defending where Van der Westhuizen ran to. But Van Niekerk, the pace, he's a huge man. 6'4" in the old vernacular. Too fast, too big, too strong, and too intelligent.
Well, smart work from South Africa. They wheeled the scrum. They gave Van der Westhuizen the opportunity to have a wider blind side. And Van Niekerk, who is just a super back rower, was there where he should have been on the inside. The scrum, they had to commit the back rowers from Samoa to the scrum with the shunt. And that gave Van der Westhuizen the opportunity.
23 years of age, his 23rd international, Jovan Niekerk, captain of the South African junior sides. It's over, so it's South Africa 7-0. Wonderful start. And Hugo will be pretty happy with that as well. Another look at it here. And the Westhausen.
The other problem there. Have a look at Van Niekerk finishing that off. Tangi Thakabau was just too far back. He was 20 metres back from the scrum. They'll need to do some thinking before they try that again.
Good take by Victor Matfield. And again they drive it.
Obstruction there, South Africa. Number 4, you're obstructing. Wait, it's here. Obstruction there, taking players out in front of the ball.
Well, it's the old truck and trailer. They had players in front of the player driving the ball, hence an opportunity now for
Chance for them to regroup somewhat as well.
Yeah, they need to really do some thinking because that was an identikit. Have a look. So it's a rolling maul at this stage, but watch as it breaks up. It means the ball is there at the back, left-hand side of the screen. There's 2 players in front of the player holding the ball. So they are merely running obstruction against the defence for the go of the ball. It's not a maul. It's a truck, and that constitutes the 2 players in front. The trailer is a go of the ball. That's the colloquialism given to it by referees.
well, a Mack truck with Bucky's Boita.
Elva'a, man from the Oriental Rongotai club in Wellington. Kick well against England. That's a good strike first up. So it's 7-3 South Africa. That'll give him a lot of confidence. And they're on the board after that shaky start. Krieger, and here's opposite the captain of Samoa, Satiti. Hugard gets things underway. Oh, they just took their eyes off it there. That was Savalu. had a peek, but it went straight down, so it's play on.
No hands involved.
Jakob van der Westhausen. He goes to the air, and it's out on the full.
Overcooked that one.
Jakob van der Westhausen, one of the better players for the Springboks against England, made a couple of vital mistakes, but the rest of his game was superb. Misjudgment there. Now Jonathan Meredith to throw in for Samoa.
Finds a target. His captain Satiti. So Arlo Va'a, cut out pass. Ropati, Villa up from fullback. Villa. Pick and drive. That's good work there from big Leo Lafaeli. Va'a. Cut out again. And this time it's a hooker Meredith that coughs it up for Samoa.
Oh, they had promise out there. Now it's the South Africans hitting back.
Juan Smith. Van der Westhausen. And Hugard. Oh, almost snaffled there by Ali. Come back for the scrum.
So Aliel did very well then. He obviously made the mistake, then covered up extremely well, placed the ball back. The ball to the Springboks at that stage, broken play. Would have been big trouble for Samoa.
Well, that was their first go on attack. It looked quite good when they went wide. That's going to be their trouble, getting a sniff of ball. South Africans would be well placed just to hang on to the thing, play it tight.
Van der Westhausen with the feed. Hugard to Wetberry, cut out pass, and that beats everybody. Oh, Ashwin Wilmser. Needed arm was about 2 metres long to drag that one in.
Willemser had no chance, you're right, Clarkie. The Wetberry, one of the great defenders of this competition, but that pass hardly good in attack. Wasted opportunity. Now Meredith.
It's a 10-metre mark. Finds the target at the back again. Good leap there by Lafaeli. Va'a, double round now. Lima got away from Barry, but he slowed him sufficiently.
Scrum down, lads. No.
Wasn't coming out of there. We'll have a scrum.
This is a huge challenge for the Samoans. We've already seen the Springboks on their feet into the scrum. This time these Samoans see if they can lock it up and hang on to this one. Otherwise, they'll have rare opportunities in attack.
7-3 to South Africa. And there's one against the put-in. Van der Westhausen and Hugard just kicking. Came off one of the Samoans' legs, and it's still there for the South Africans. About 25 metres out. Joe van Niekerk has it. They lay it back for Van der Westhausen. And charging at them. The big front rower can't find a way through. Chance for 3 here. Hugard has a crack. It's there. Well taken drop goal. It is 10-3 South Africa. Ninth minute. He's a sharpshooter, no doubt about that. Confident start for Derek Hugard, the 20-year-old, only his 4th international.
It's quite amazing, Clark. He missed every shot at field goal down here before the game.
He's a big-time player then.
He had plenty of time, though. That was the factor. Van Niekerk makes a mile from the kickoff.
Taking a while to come out of there. Back to Hugard. And into touch. And throw it in immediately. Oh, not the best of passes, though, from Tangi Thukenbau. And it's an opportunity now as Smith takes it into the traffic. Van der Westhausen. Nobody at home at the back and into touch. 15 metres out from the try line.
It's quite amazing. Samoa in the first 25 minutes against England last week at Telstra Dome in Melbourne did not make a mistake. They have made 3 vital mistakes so far. Apart from the pressure that South Africa are applying to the scrums. got to switch on if they're going to contain this South African team.
That was a question that was asked this week. Can the Samoans rediscover a bit of that form? There's Besatenhout. And Hogard, the wet Barry. Obstruction there, accidental.
Samoa get a chance from a scrum, but that line out, that was their throw in. For the first time South Africa jumped and challenged. We saw the average height, they're 6 centimetres taller. They won that one. The scrums. Samoa have lost both their scrums that they've fed, so it's trouble there. Have a look at this. South Africans just totally obliterated their jumpers. Teamed up with him, and there was a tandem jump by the South Africans at the front of the line out. Blew the Samoans out of the water.
It's big Jeremy Tumulu. Plays his club rugby in France. Tumulu, 125 kg. Biggest man in that front row. Ten minutes gone. South Africa 10. Samoa 3. We've had a converted try and a drop goal. Just the one penalty to Samoa. And Stephen Soialo puts it in again.
Clockwise wheel
from the South Africans.
First knock-on was by Samoa, then by South Africa. We'll scrum down here. South African ball knocked on at the back.
All the pressure from the Springbok scrum coming on to number 3. Tamuli from Samoa. That's where they're really getting some traction.
Hang on, gents. There's no ball yet. Hang on, gentlemen. Wait. Traction hold. Engage.
Here's Van der Westhausen, picked up in the back by Johan Smith, and he's going to take them on. To the short side they go, Besatenhout to Van der Westhausen, and then Joos Van der Westhausen, 5 metres out. Go Van Niekerk to Johan Smith. He's a couple of metres out. They've got numbers out to the left. Yuri Muller steps and takes them on, and Muller crashes over for the second try. Workman-like.
Classic combination of forward power, first of all, fractured the defence, then they go wide, and Yuri Muller, it was man on man, but in the end he did have to beat the tackle and did so with ease. It's crashing over in the end one. This is the final part. Hugard goes while Yuri Muller comes off the left, beats one, and then crashes over in his opposite numbers tackle. That's Rob Partey, couldn't stop him.
Joos Van der Westhausen doing a great job as halfback. He's really taking the right options, either down the blind side going to the open and big passes out there. He's really picking his chances very well.
Well, Poito, the speed of their clearance from the breakdown allows their runners to keep that flow, keep the momentum, keep fracturing the Samoan defence. So that's what it is, the speed of recycling of the ball.
And they're very up and positive, which is great.
Hugard. Flags are up again. So it is 17-3. South Africa over Samoa, and Hugard finding the target with the first couple of shots at goal. He's also kicked a drop goal as well, so a promising start for the youngster. Celebration for the Springboks. Nothing to cheer about for the Samoans though.
Yeah, the heads are already dropping. That's a factor as this game goes on.
17-3 to South Africa. No surprise element here at Suncorp. The South Africans have had a week to plan a game plan to try and combat the Samoans, and Samoa just lack intensity compared to last week's opening 40 minutes against England.
Well, Derek Hogard will be trying to drive that ball into the crowd. He doesn't want the quick line out from the Samoans. Springboks at every phase trying to put them under pressure.
Meredith. Oh, he's coughed it up, and away they go again. That's Marcus Boyter, he's into touch.
Another error there by the Samoans. Just run it past his 75% of possession after 13.5 minutes the South Africans have got. This is an easy cough up.
Second drop ball from Jonathan Meredith. He's got to concentrate.
This time it was won by the Springboks. Joos Van der Westhausen goes in, gives it to Hugard, and he puts it in behind them. Danavili, slight fumble back there. Got the kick away. Now this is Jaco van der Westhausen. Goes to the air.
Touch long.
Taken there by Sailusi Tangi Vakenbau, the Fijian-born Samoan left winger. Only 20 years of age.
Well, Tangi Vakenbau should have tapped that and gone very quickly. I don't want to go to lineouts.
Yeah, the touchline is not a friend of the Samoans. South Africans will be comforted by their ability. Jaco van der Westhuizen, have a look at, there was a bit of an attempt at turnstiles there. He knew he'd put it about 3 metres too long, arrived on the scene of the crime too late.
Throw in by John Smith. Stolen at the back. This is Fa'asabalu. Neymar rope party, and that's gone behind Fa'atau over there.
Oh dear, that was something. That was a huge opportunity. They've still got it. Now they're charging forward.
Soialo. Va'a. Really. Through the legs. Advantage being played here for the Springboks, and Corne Krieger takes him on. Almost up to the 22, but a penalty against the attacking team.
Well, that's desperation from the Samoans, and they have to be desperate because this South African side have him in a huge headlock, and they're not letting him go.
Easily explained there. Corne Krieger, that's the warrior, the captain. He goes down. Watch number 8 here, Johan Smith. Straight to the ground. That seals the ball off so no defenders can get to it. If you can get away with it, fantastic. If you can't, penalty.
Timeout now. South Africa 17, Samoa 3. "16 minutes gone. South Africa enjoying the bulk of possession, 69%.
Okay. Time on.
Elva'a will try to find touch.
Big Leo Lafa'ali'i, the injured player for Samoa. They need him in the line-out.
Now plays with Senyo in Japan, former Blues and Chiefs player from the Super 12. A lot of experience. They went to the front, and now Meredith needs to stay in the field of play. And
he's cocked up again, Meredith.
Yeah, he's having a woeful night with the hands. And now Ugarda's able to just punish them and punch it down into touch, well inside Samoan territory.
Well, it was a tremendous line out from Samoa. The smart ball back to Meredith, and he charged up the sideline. The last moment knock on. And now the Springboks well positioned.
They're simply not going on with their pressure, the Samoans. That's the 7th handling error. I know that one was caused by Bezaiden Halt attacking the ball in Meredith's hands. But unacceptable. They won't get enough ball anyway. They've got to reduce the errors.
Meredith.
Putting it down, yeah, you, hold it. Come back. Inside arm, just being pulled in now.
Well, they needed that. Victor Matfield pulling one of the Samoan players down. Corne Krieger, inspiring captain of the Springbok side. He has really got them mentally tough for this game.
Krieger indicated that this could be his swan song in the Rugby World Cup as far as internationals go. Whereas Van der Westhausen, the veteran scrum half, has already indicated that he will definitely be retiring, hopefully after the final. His words, not mine. It was well won by the Samoans. Va'a showed it to Lima, got it to Sititi. Now rope party. Cleaned up over there by Fa'atau. Taken by Vanika. Soialo. Va thought about passing. The Springboks were up very quickly. 10-metre mark. South African territory. Fa'asavalu kicking over the top. Wilmser got it back to Van der Westhausen. He was crunched there on his own 22. Hugard. Won't find touch. This is Peter Poulos. Charging it back at them. Poulos got through a couple. Gave it to Konabili. To Titi. Lomi Fa'atau for the corner. Scrambling defence over there by the Springboks. And now they're into touch.
Ooh-wee. Finally, they've set themselves alight. It all came from a chip kick from their hooker in Meredith. The chase was by one of his props in Lea Lamanua. All the way across to there, their counter-attack. That could be the way they stay in the game. Have a look at this, a little bit of comedy early. Out wide, hooker and prop chasing, and no wonder Jaco van der Westhuizen got hammered.
Well, Jory Muller, he looked as though he came in from the side, then South Africa were lucky.
Important line out, and it's won by Bucky's Boita. Hands it down to Matfield. 5 metres out from their own line. Johan Smith, such a promising number 8. Back it goes. Hugard.
Advantage, you're offside here, you're hanging onside there. Back foot, please.
Oh, a bit of excitement. The Samoans overstepping behind the last feet of the ruck.
The inside line.
This will punish them by some 30 to 40 metres now. Worked so hard on that counter-attack to get down into that corner. Have a look at some of this star. Lomo Fa'atau. You might see him with the Hurricane Super 12 side. Have a look at him. Did well after the tackle as well.
Fa'atau with those ceremonial tattoos. A lot of pain in getting those done.
Yeah, they are tough stickers.
Springboks have it. Content with just driving it up towards the 10-metre mark. They have dominated the battle of the tight 5.
This is the stuff that soaks up the energy of the Samoans, having to defend against this.
Well, Cornet Crick has achieved what he wants to achieve. He's got a penalty already now. I could play the advantage and look for the option.
There's no advantage. We've got one going to ground to pull it down. We've got one in the side. One going to ground and one in the side there.
The fruit salad of penalties. They had one for collapsing the maul. They also could have taken a penalty for a player coming in from the side, not behind the last feet of the maul.
Good touch finder, so it'll be the Springboks throwing into the line-out.
On those rolling mauls, you need to get immediate commitment from your defence out there, and the Samoans were splintered in their defence, and the Springboks just drove them out of the way. You have to get in there quick in numbers.
I'm sniffing trouble here, Poido.
Yep.
John Smith finds Johan Smith. Content to drive it again. Now it's out.
Let it go, Samoa.
Hugard for Nikirk. Handed it off to Muller. But the Samoans come away with it. There's the front rower, Lea Lamanua.
Joe van Niekerk's first mistake of the game. Big hit there by Brian Lima.
Yeah, that's a turnaround tackle. Have a look at this. Van Niekerk, huge man, under his rib, driving. That's where the error came from. Jori Muller there with the blonde hair couldn't take it.
Hang on, we're not there yet. Just wait here. Stay square. Stretch. No. Let's get you square first. You come over there, please. Yeah, that's good. Crouch and hold. Engage.
You wouldn't say a scrum's a safe place for the Samoans.
Well, that time they didn't mess around with it. Number 8 and Captain Satiti picked it up at the back.
Lost it. Oh, easy.
It's not happening for the Samoans.
The Samoans against England last week were very smart. They had a quick strike and got the ball back as quickly as possible to the halfback. Tonight, it's getting caught in there, and the Springboks are really starting to drive it forward. This is going to hurt them. Satiti, the captain, injured.
17-3. South. Such a key player. Simo Satiti, 29 years of age, his 30th match for Samoa. Plays with borders in Scotland. The skipper is okay, fortunately.
You got to think the Samoans needed that break. First quarter of the game is over. They have worked very, very hard. The Samoans are about to cop it.
Attacking scrum again from the Springboks. John Smith goes to ground. It's Van der Westhuizen and Derek Hugard. That's a shocker of attempt. His second attempt to drop goal. The first one was a beauty.
Well, that's more like his pre-game form. Back the Springboks then tried the quick start restart by Samoa, and they're away. Romy Rapati.
Stewie's seen that. No kick. We're taking it again, boys.
Touch judge spotted that. I don't think it struck his foot. If you don't hit the ground first, so now the 22 restart, it must hit the ground first and then your foot. That is how you restart with a drop kick. I don't even know whether that hit his anywhere near his leg. Touch judge picked it up on the far side.
Same again, lads.
So we'll come back for another restart.
A more formal attempt this time.
On debut, Romy Rapati.
Have a look at this. Did it touch it? Oh, it hit his shin. Close.
Joko van der Westhuizen throws it across. Gives it to Hogard. Tries to pick the gap, but Villy is back there.
Tana Villy. Tremendous kick into the corner. But it's very hard to see Samoa upsetting this Springbok line out. Bucky's Boiter and Victor Matfield reigning supreme with Joe van Niekerk and Juan Smith.
Yeah, they've got the height and the combination here, the South Africans. Samoans very often not even bothering challenging. And that time, not challenging the line-out throw.
Good take by Bucky's Boiter. And they're breaking out again. Krieger, Johan Smith, Lima holds on. And the Samoans did well to come back with that. Now it's towed through. The race is on. Hugard, great soccer skills, dives on it, and he will claim the try. The referee's going to go upstairs against the run of play somewhat, but Derek Hugard, the youngster, showing great skill there.
Chris White unsighted because he was coming from behind, but Hugard, it all looked fantastic stuff, but he was occluded his vision. Well, now we'll see it first up. He scooped it up. Did he get down? Oh! Now, did that ball travel forward after it left his hands? I think so. You can put, if he just dived on that and hit it with his torso, but it's left his hands, it appears there, hit the ground. The ball has gone forward. Saw an incident of this in one of the midweek games. That's a tough one.
Well, tough call for Joel Dume upstairs.
Good luck. There's his hands. Does it go forward out of his hands and hit the ground before he can put downward pressure with his torso? I'm glad I'm not the TMO on this one.
Well, he's definitely got downward pressure.
But had the ball already hit the ground, which indicates it's a knock forward. If I was framing the odds, I'd have to say no try is the favourite.
So the decision is the ball has been grounded legally and it is a try.
It is.
Thank you.
Joel Dume, the television match official, the video referee says that's a try.
Massive boos here at Suncorp Stadium. Big support here for Samoa, but they are just struggling. Too many mistakes. On that occasion, they got the turnover, but then the ball was splintered, and Hogard, who's very impressive, was through.
24-3, South Africa. So Hogard now has piled up on the points.
This is the stuff that's killing the Samoans, the breakouts after the rolling maul. They're working so hard to trap it. Samoans got the turnover there, but didn't use it. The error again, and Hugard.
Hugard scoring the third try for the Springboks. An element of doubt about it, but the television match official was happy. So 24 points to 3. not the scoreline the majority of people here at Suncorp were expecting, but this has been a clinical display by the Springboks. They saw what the Samoans had to offer when they surprised the English last week, and they've had a week to work on it, and they've worked on it in great fashion. As here's Van der Westhausen, he goes to the air and out on the full.
Well, isn't the rolling maul a winner for South Africa? They are putting so much pressure on this Samoan team. Van der Westhausen, the halfback, and Cricker, the captain, just orchestrating it.
Yeah, they've worked very, very hard on that rolling maul, combined with their scrum, major two weapons for the South Africans. Must say the question mark over Derek Hugard at fly half has also disappeared at this stage.
Meredith has it, going backwards, monstered there by Big Farn Rautenbach. Zoiolo and Va'a, they're pretty flat in the backs.
That's offside, surely.
It's almost got to be a tap and run here from Samoa. They can't go to the line-up, which they may do, but 3 points at this time, 24 to 3, does them no good.
Who was it? Number 8.
Just waiting for the decision from Samoa. They're going to go to the touch and look for the line out.
Well, you've got it. 21 points down. You're exactly right, Boydo. You've got to try to score the try. Go for the 7. This is how you get the crowd behind you, and that could be one of the things that lifts them.
Well, they're going for a full line out. They've got their 8 men in.
They go to Paliapoi.
You've done me jumping there. It's a free kick. You've done me jump there.
Basic error there. They'd already jumped before the ball had come in. So the referee's saying you can't have a second crack at it. And he's not happy. Big Rafaeli.
That's communication problems there, and Hugard punishes them.
They've just got to do it again now from a good 20 metres from the first opportunity. Again going for the full line out, but Jonathan Meredith has to get the communication right. Pretty noisy down here, terrific crowd.
Goes to the captain, Sutiti. Va'a, the fly half, and now the veteran Lima. Villiers up from fullback, almost through, but Muller wrapped him up. 25 metres out.
The vet Barry, tremendous work, got the turnover, but Samoa drive through.
And they win it back. And now the Springboks are going to give away a penalty.
He hasn't got the ball, you're taking him out. You can't play the game if you're taking him out. Don't do it again. You don't play him.
The ball was out to Arm Smith, saying to the referee, Chris White. It was a scrappy old breakdown, that one.
Well, the difference there was Samoa drove through the Springbok players on the ground. We saw Swan Smith come over the top from the side. Samoa, they've got to take these opportunities. They took every opportunity last week against England.
Just hold.
24 to 3. The Springboks leading. And that's well won by big Victor Matfield, but it's lying loose on the ground, and here's Van der Westhausen. Cleans up only about a half a metre out from the line. That time it was the Springboks who made this mistake.
They still pick and drove there, the South Africans, over to the left-hand side.
Hugard gets a kick away. Will find touch.
Brilliant recovery. They were under immense pressure there, South Africa. Not panicking, playing it nice and cool. And Hugard, I spoke about his potential fragility. That's where the question mark was, but at fly after night, he has been pinpoint in all his actions.
Yes, the young man only made his debut at this Rugby World Cup against Uruguay. Only his fourth test, under 21 start earlier this year. That's won by Pelopoi. Now a penalty.
He's on the floor, he's had to hold on, stop the ball going.
So even when they win a line out,
stop the ball coming back.
They're on the back foot.
Well, Pelopoi trying to get the smart ball there. He got it. got isolated, and just Springbok power took him down and forced a turnover.
Penalties even, but I tell you what, the Ruckton Mauls 2-1 in advantage of the South Africans. Dominating possession. Territory's a lot more even, but this is a line-out win that you don't want to have. Putting yourself under that much pressure, going backwards. Your forwards can't help you, and here comes the onslaught of the green jerseys.
Bezuidenhout, tremendous power.
John Smith finds Bakis Boita. 10-metre mark, Samoan territory.
A familiar look about the rolling maul.
Samoans just don't have an answer at the moment.
Corne Krika again with the ball. He's just the king of this rolling maul.
Hogard, DeWitt Barry, dummying. And over 1,000, back to Hogard. And he spots an opening and just drills it into touch down inside the Samoan 22. Clinical stuff again from South Africa.
Well, good decision by Derek Hogard. He continues to put Samoa under pressure. So Samoa throw. We know how badly their line out is going. Injured Samoan player.
Yeah, tackling DeWitt Barry. I think he injured himself on the way down. DeWitt Barry inside centre, number 12 for the South Africans. Put a fair hip into him, I think. Takes some pulling down.
Elva'a, the fly half, such a key player in the Samoan lineup. Have a look at it here. Just fell awkwardly.
Nothing there. You may see something better from this angle. Yeah, he was trapped underneath.
Fell heavily on the hip.
May just be a serious cork high up on his thigh.
Elva'a on his pins.
Here in Australia, that's often known as a dead leg. Favoured amongst primary school students.
Elva'a is one player Samoa cannot lose. Commanding fly half. Played at Newcastle club in England.
Yes,
Covers for Johnny Wilkinson.
And he went toe-to-toe with Wilkinson last weekend.
The advantage has been called, knocked forward by Bakis Boita from the line-out.
Well, Christo Bezuidenhout on that occasion, he just should have got back. The referee gave him some warning. Was focused on that ball and spoiling the Samoans.
Ganavilli, he's with the Borders club in Scotland alongside his captain Semi Satiti.
See, Tanafili had to put that one into touch. Number 15 there. Elva'a still trying to get his leg right. There's Bakis Boita, already won 5 line-outs of the South Africans. This one's Matfield.
Here's Van der Westhuizen. Hogard starts to wind up. Gives it to DeWitt Barry. He takes him on. Got a good ball back to Hogard, and here's trouble again. Over the top it goes. Penis Delport. Oh, but Jaco Van der Westhuizen went without it. Knock on there. A near miss.
Classic play. DeWitt Barry straightened the attack and then didn't give it to the first runner, gave it to the deeper running in Derek Hogard. He's gone again at the defence, throwing a flat ball. Let's have a look. DeWitt Barry gets his arms free as he so often does. Hogard was running a deep support line. He threw the flat pass. Delport. Jaco Van der Westhuizen there in support, couldn't take that ball.
And it all started with Victor Matfield taking another ball from the line out.
Samoa, you've got to come square as well. Yes, you've got to be
Watch
square.
the pressure come through on this scrum from the Springboks.
Correction hold.
24-3 South Africa over Samoa. First half action, Pool B at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. Really
Not out.
won't find touch. Jaco Van der Westhuizen, the fullback, gives it to Wilmser. Brian Lima lined him up. Unfortunately for the South African winger, Lima missed him. Now it's Matfield. Gives it off to his locking partner, Bakis Boita, 25 metres out. Hogard going for 3 points again, a long range.
Shocker. That's horrid, and that gets the crowd offside because they wanted to see him throw it. I think it's amusing.
1 from 3 drop goal attempts for Hogard. The first one was a beauty.
I think he should leave those to Louis Kuhn.
Gone on the bench.
Hang on, you've got one in front now, one in there.
Semo Satiti with the ball.
Now we can move, lads. Now we can work for him. Thank you. Come on.
Wilmser. Got away from the tackle of Balous.
Oh,
now they go wide. Yuri Muller. Johan Smith, Tinas Delport over on the left wing. Still going. Good leg drive. Pick and drive here. Johan Smith. Hogard. Joe van Niekerk. Big man. Scored the first try. Looking for support. They can't hold on to it. Bakis Boita put it down, and Semo Satiti was there to clean up for Samoa. Advantage being played here for the men in blue.
And Joe van Niekerk could have got there himself.
Yeah, he was on a roll.
Not yet.
Va'a finds the safety of the touchline.
5 clean line breaks to the South Africans, and that was a beauty. Joe van Niekerk, 193 centimetres, 104 kilograms, and look how fast he is. I know what you're saying, Porto. You were suggesting he just puts a fend on and keeps going there. Popped it inside to Bakis Boita, who took his eyes off the ball.
Victor Matfield. Run over his head, but it doesn't matter because they come away with it again, only to knock it forward.
There was a green hand in there first before the blue hand joined in.
Just under 3 minutes ago in this game, in the first half. All the mistakes coming from the Samoans, very few from South Africa, and so they're not giving the Samoans a sniff of easy ball. Everything's under pressure.
Yeah, they're tightening the screws.
Satiti out to the support, but again they find themselves under pressure. Almost charged down by Van der Westhausen.
What a difference a week makes. There's Tanavili, the fullback. Samoa have never been allowed into this game. Opening points, opening tries to South Africa, and since then they've tightened everything. They've just strangling the game away from Samoa.
Smith, Matfield. Got it out to Van Niekerk. Good clean out. And the Westhausen, Smith, dummies. John Smith, out to Johan Smith. Try time again. 4th try, bonus point. And a very timely 5-pointer. Right on the stroke of half-time. 29 points to 3. The Springboks are running freely.
Oh, there was a very interesting little manoeuvre here. Quick ball again. What's this one there? Oh, the dummy one hand and then tossed it to Johan Smith. John Smith was the man who took it up there, the hooker.
Well, it was John Smith initially from the line-out throw. And just the big men from South Africa very heavily involved in this try. Juan Smith, hasn't he been a find for this team? And you've got big Danny Rousseau sitting on the reserves bench out there, and he's a big, fast man also. So terrific talent in that Springbok back row.
Hogard looking for his 4th conversion. It's there. It's South Africa leading Samoa 31-3. And that is half-time at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. A great scoreline for the Springboks, 31-3. 31-3, half-time.
Use it. Thank you.
The referee, Chris White, gets things underway for the second half. Taken there by Mori Faisavalu. Ilva'a. Bringing the 14, Lomi Fahatau, into it. Penalty to Samoa.
The tackler who stayed on top and meant he couldn't release. The first man there is tackled.
A couple of changes for this second half. Tamuli off, number 3 for Samoa. And also we've seen Joe van Niekerk's off and Danny Rousseau's on for South Africa. The Ulupulu, number 17, on for Samoa.
Treatment here for the number 7, Faisavalu.
A bit of comedy just then for Faisavalu. When he just got up, he said, "No, I'm right," and ran back to join the South African team. So I don't think he is 100%, but he's going to get into it. He hit his head just here somewhere. Got a bit knocked around, a little bit hazy. Couldn't remember half time, I don't think.
Massive hit from Victor Matfield. But you saw from the start there, Samoa spreading the ball. They've got to go for every occasion now. Every skerrick of ball, they have to run with it. Danny Rousseau, number 18, he has been very impressive for the Springbok side.
Poito, it's a luxury to be able to pull off Joe van Niekerk and throw on Danny Rousseau.
Unbelievable.
10-metre mark, Samoan territory. John Smith, who played a solid opening 40 in the number 2 jersey for South Africa. His Hugard has also been impressive, apart from maybe his drop kicking. Billy, the fullback, got the body on the line there. Courageous take. Va'a, and they kick it through. That's Poulos. Good kick and chase.
Brilliant. This is the random football they need to play.
Over on the far side, it is Tangi Thakambau. Back on the inside.
Leala Manu, fantastic hands then.
Yeah, good support by the big number 1. It's Poulos. Just inside Springbok territory. Va'a on the short side. Lima. Pick and drive. Here's the new man, Kamako. Lupolu. Vili. Now to Poulos.
This is the stuff. They're up to 7th phase now.
Lomi Fahatau kick. Needed a good bounce, but Johan Smith came away with it. Dummying. It's good work. That's the halfway mark. Van der Westhausen. He's probing, putting it up there, and it's play on for Dawet Barry, and it's trouble here for Samoa, though. It was a good tackle. And now they charge ahead through Kruger. Back to Yori Muller. Samoans now scrambling back on side, and a chance for a breakout here. Lomi Fahatau calling the player, his captain, Satiti, back on the inside. He lays it back. Soialo, Va'a.
Right tactic.
Lima, through the hands it goes. Olavili. Halfway mark. The number 11, Tangi Thakambau, goes to ground. It's still play on. This is more like it. The Samoans like to have the open spaces.
Oh, that's the Samoa we know. Superb phase of play. Forwards and backs equally able to sort of get that ball moving with momentum.
Need to upset the robotic attitude of the South African defence. They've done that there. Throw anything at them. Be random. Don't let them play.
South Africa.
31-3. Got a trainer coming on to the park. Bit of treatment, I think, for Smith.
Have a look at this. Went for Va'a, then Lima. Goes wide to Feely. There was some good stuff out here. Great running. Inside, I think it was Tangi Thakambau. died with the ball but just scooted it loose. They were lucky on that occasion. Turnover occurred there.
Okay, thanks boys. Thank you, Samoa.
As Hayden Howder was receiving a bit of treatment.
Time's back on. Here's your mark, gentlemen. No lots, no lots. Oh, hang on, boys. First one. Let's concentrate again. Hang on, crouch and hold. Engage.
44 minutes gone.
Are you happy? Yeah.
Here's Van der Westhausen. Derek Hugard.
Number 18, stand still.
It's a decent punt. Quick throw in. Satiti running it back at them up to the 10-metre mark. Tauialo, Billy. That's the 7. Fa'asivalu.
This style of play looks familiar.
Omiro Party. Penalty.
You played it. Tackle, you're on the ball, you played the ball.
Well, it almost looked like momentum popped that ball up. Victor Matfield, picked up by referee Chris White, said he played the ball on the ground. He's got to release both players on the ground, get up and play the ball. It didn't happen then. Now, Samoa, no choice but go into the corner and try and work that line out. Va'a. In fact, Tanavili.
Yeah, Va'a hasn't kicked since he received that knock to the leg late in the first half. Tanavili's been responsible. Poito, South Africa are leading one area of the game that you'll be interested to know about. 9 penalties they've conceded, only 4 conceded by Samoa. That's what's keeping them in this.
And we saw that last week, Marto, just the discipline, the revolution discipline's been fantastic.
Va'a got it out to Fa'asivalu. And Lomi Fa'atau released it. And it's now with Wangi Buckenbow. Crowd starting to get behind the Samoans. They are desperate for a try here. Lima. Big defence. Corne Krieger. Now to the short side. Satiti gives it over to the big second rower who slams it down. Peter Pelipoi. And the Samoans are smiling now.
No need to go upstairs for that one. Pelipoi has slammed that one. Obvious downward pressure. That divot will attest to that in the grass. Pulled up just short, stretched the left arm out and slammed it down. That is a try again from the build-up. They're starting to go forward. They're starting to fracture the South Africans. Recycling correctly. Blindside. I thought maybe they cut out one too many, but Pelipoi stayed low and stretched out. Defence couldn't get to him.
Tremendous decision by the captain. Satiti found Pelipoi. Arm heads out there. The Samoan players on the open side were screaming for the ball, but Satiti's went blind. It was the right call.
How good was that for camera work close up, getting the smile right next to his arm that scored the try.
Well, it's taken quite a few minutes for them to come up with the smiles. Va'a will try and add the extras. That's a distance and the angle. Not a bad attempt.
Nice.
Flags are up, 31-10, South Africa. Struck it beautifully, didn't he? Carrying on from where he left off last week, so that's 2 from 2 for Va'a.
Oh, good ball by Semi Satiti. Had men inside which held the defenders. Try.
So our bench very happy with that. And Peter Pelipoi playing for Exeter in the UK. 2nd Rugby World Cup, and that's his 3rd test try. And now advantage is being played for the Springboks. Advantage over now, though, after they won the restart. Here's Van der Westhausen. Pick and drive. Victor Matfield up to the 22. Samoa will need to just hold them out here. Cannot afford to allow the Springboks to hit back immediately. That was Van Ruitenbach that took it in.
Drop goal.
Oh, he was setting himself. Hogard. Now they put it through the hands. Yuan Smith. Out to Tinas Delport.
Limited opportunity. Delport's always gone forward and secured the ball.
Yuri Muller. Jaco van der Westhausen. Did well, not held. Got them on the front foot. Christo Besatenhout. There's van der Westhausen again. Back it goes to Yuri Muller. He's going to have a shot at a drop goal. It's away to the right. So that's 3 missed drop goal attempts by the Springboks now. They persist with it.
Well, the crowd aren't impressed with the drop goals from the Springboks. They want the attack.
This time it's okay. Put it out to Palouse, and now a good pickup required, and it was a good one from Lomi Fa'atau.
Just good pressure from the Springboks, that breakdown. Fa'atau did well, got the ball back, but then pressure came through and they had to stretch through again for the ball.
Yeah, didn't have the clean out, therefore they had to illegally get it out with their hands. Yes, he knew he was getting lost by the drive from Yuan Smith. So he's used his hands. Referee, of course, has seen it.
50 minutes gone, 31-10. South Africa over Samoa. Substitute coming on.
Big Danny Rousseau lurking in that Springbok back line. Viliamu, number 18 on.
Viliamu replacing Peter Poulos.
Turn up, Poulos has been strong in the second half.
It's with South Africa. To Matfield, pops it out to Tinas Delport. Hogard, and now DeWet Barry, the inside ball. Rousseau, the big man, taking plenty of stopping. His opposite number, the new man, Kipiona Viliamu, making the tackle though. Hogard, DeWet Barry, kicking for Vunza.
Was that a drop kick then, rather than the old slow chip? I think it hit the ground first.
The old drop punt. Much more committed Samoan team in the second half. They've obviously had big words at half-time. Very poor first half. Too many mistakes. Much more committed, much more precise in what they're doing this half.
Jonathan Meredith from the Ponsonby Club in Auckland, the famous club. Good two-handed take by Viliamu. South Africans holding their ground. Goes back to Sauialo and Ulva'a. Jaco van der Westhausen comes back, fires it back downtown. Taken there by Kanavili. He's on his own. That's Luapolu. Meredith moves into scrum half. Willie Va'a, and almost an intercept. But now running away with it is Fa'asavalu. A clear run to the line. DeWet Barry chasing and pulling him down about 10 to 12 metres out. Sauialo moves into scrum half. Va'a. They're playing advantage here for Samoa. He pops it over the top. Fa'atau. Cleaned up there by Meredith. Meredith still going. Pops it up to nobody. Great pickup. Romy Road Party. Advantage is over. Samoa a couple of metres out.
Tremendous start from Samoa. What about the run from Fa'asavalu? He should have looked to his left. He had 3 men. But they kept on growing. Tremendous advantage from Chris White, the referee.
Well, this crowd has come alive.
It has, and set alight by Fa'asavalu. They were gifted that run by the fact that I think it was Yuri Muller went for the intercept. Fa'asavalu just took off. I didn't know whether he had the pace, but it took DeWet Barry in the headgear 50 metres to chase. It would have been great if he looked on his outside. Have a look. The reinforcements were there. Took a while for the ball to come out. They came to this point where Meredith took it up into the defence. The South Africans did well after making the tackle to slow the ball down. Merited body height. Finally went to, oh no, he did pop it out there. A couple of loose passes. That's the way they play, and that's the way they instinctively have to keep playing. Romy Ropati going to ground. Scrum here. Must be focused.
The new man, Kulu. How good is he, number 17?
Off the back they go, they turn it back on the inside. It's play on. Gave it to Brian Lima, the veteran. 4 metres out. But now holding on against Savalu.
A collective crowd of groans there. Had to hang on to it. South Africans had the men there on their feet trying to grab the ball.
Yeah, Victor Matfield right over the top, stayed on his feet, reached down, no release. The penalty. Crowd doesn't like it. I'm sure many Samoans and Australians around Australia don't like it.
Well, they can't find touch, and so Vili runs it back at them. The fullback gives it out now to Viliamu, up to the 22. Tauialo, Satiti, Lima, Ropati, turning it back on the inside for Savalu. 7 metres out, still there. Satiti sizing them up. The captain.
Chris White playing advantage.
Leopolu has it.
They get it to the right, they'll score.
Hangi Vakenbau. Penalty to Samoa.
Have a look at Tauialo. Quick tap, left.
Wants to take it quickly, stepping. Can't find a way through the scrum half. Satiti. Showing it, giving it to Va'a. Viliamu standing. Vili, now Va'u. Cut out pass. Pelapoi. Good defence by the Springboks though. They're not panicking. Va'a running to the line, stepping. The gap soon closed. Tauialo, penalty.
Well, he used front of his ties, and it's almost a professional foul here, and the referee may have a word.
Boydo, he is. He's having a think about it. And
The Samoans are going on with it, but they'll be called back.
Spectator try.
They'll get another go. Referee, touch judge, not in. But Corner Cricket having a word to his team. He's had a warning from Chris White.
Well, he's calling them in, and this is a great opportunity for a breather, I think.
Tremendous dedication and defence from the Springboks. Samoa probing and probing and probing.
Right, let's get on with this. You can't do that.
(31-10), South Africa over Samoa.
They've just tried to break the rhythm of the Samoans by that break.
That was professional stuff from Corne Krieger. Satiti, Va'a, crunch there. And there's the knock on. They broke the rhythm all right, they broke the concentration. Another look at it there. El Va'a is pleading with the referee, saying it was knocked down by one of the South Africans.
Yeah, the only knock forward there was South African one.
Here's Van der Westhausen receiving some treatment for South Africa.
It was tremendous defence from Van der Westhausen, got up very quickly, but he knocked the ball down. It should be a Samoan feed, it's not. It's going to the Springboks.
Couple of the big men off for South Africa.
And the Springboks will be pretty keen to get this ball out of their own territory. Marco Van der Westhausen will find touch.
Yeah, John Smith, Van Ruttenbach off. Richard Bands on for the Springboks. Danny Kreutzer.
Yeah, pretty handy replacements. Bands scored that great runaway try against the All Blacks during the Tri-Nations. And Danny Kreutzer, one of the better hookers in South Africa in 2003.
This Viliamu, who's come on in jersey 18 for the Samoans, revelation at line-out time.
He's made a new dimension out there, hasn't he, Mardo?
Robbie Ropati throwing the dummy, stepping away from a couple. And then he ran into Victor Matfield. Villy always looks dangerous from fullback. Tangi Whakenbau. Sauialo to Va'a.
Look at the win.
Ropati handed it off there to Fa'asavalu. Satiti never stops trying, the captain. Sauialo from a standing start. Yeah, Lafaoli back to Lupolo.
Thanks a lot. I really wanted those passes. Left on his own.
Well, aren't the Springboks weathering a tropical storm of monumental proportions here, but they have been very disciplined and very focused in defence.
58.5 minutes gone. 31-10. South Africa over Samoa. 31-3 at the break. Converted try to the Samoans. The only scoring action in the second half. They've thrown everything at the Springboks.
Including that, there was no one supporting Lupolo there. Squeeze ball, took too long.
Well, this is a big move here.
22, Faionati, Dominic Faionati on the field now.
Well, Va'a is off. He has that left thigh heavily strapped.
That'll mean Tanavili will come to fly half. The ball fullback, or shaven headed, I suppose you say. He'll be in at fly half and directing traffic.
Well, here we go again. Haven't seen much of it in the second half, but that's a fantastic rolling ball again by the Springboks. And they've got the advantage here. Under 1,000. Hogard. The wet berry. Freeing the hands up.
Tackle without the ball here, maybe.
We're coming back over here, but in the side there. Hang on, we've got a man injured. Just wait a second, please. We're coming back. There's no advantage. We haven't made any ground from there. Okay,
Tanavili is down, and the Springboks have it 31-10 at the moment.
Number 1 has come straight in the side.
The control of the game has moved away from the Springboks, so they want to exact a bit of pressure. It's all Samoa for the last 10 minutes, the way the rhythm and flow of a game goes. South African will try to go slowly, get it back to set pieces, and that's where they control it.
Well, what a letdown for Samoa. All that pressure, all that terrific attack. The Springboks held them out. Now the Springboks, as you say, Mardo, going for the conservative line out there, slow things down. Here we have the rolling maul. Richard Barnes now in the middle of all that. Bucky's Boita, the big man, just in from the side. You saw the Samoan player come in from the side, and that's why we had a penalty. You have to attack this from the front bridge.
Gee, you've got to give credit to the Springboks as well, don't you? They have weathered that storm you spoke about, Simon. Fantastic defence. They didn't really panic. And now, Hugard just try and break up the rhythm. Hugard, will it come round for him? Yes, it will. So it's South Africa 34-10. 61st minute. And will that dampen the spirit of the Samoans? They threw everything at them. They couldn't come up with any extra points.
There's Tu'avi'i.
Tanavili with the restart for Samoa. This match well supported yet again. 48,496. So that's a total of 1,181,791 by my quick calculations.
Very good.
This tournament, well and truly being supported. People showing their true colours.
And Clarkey tomorrow, England, Uruguay, a sellout also.
Amazing, isn't it?
Van der Westhuizen.
Up over halfway he goes. Oh! What about the tackle from Brian Lima? Televilli breaking out. Barriers motionless. Back around halfway. Romero Party.
Brian Lima, the assassin, he gets another one.
The Samoan juggernaut. Turnover. Van der Westhuizen. Tell you what, they'll be looking for the man in number 12 in the blue jumper from here on in. Van der Westhuizen again. Now Rousseau. Oh, this is good work. Jaco Van der Westhuizen. Stepping, still going. Pulled down from behind, got it to big Victor Matfield. They try and keep it alive. Went backwards for Johan Smith to clean up.
They don't have a playmaker. Derek Hugard, their pivot, is still down 50 metres away.
He just raised his head, that's a good sign.
I think he's just winded, but they're doing ably anyway without him.
Van der Westhuizen gives it to Delport. He turns it to Rousseau. The big replacement. Can the Samoans hold on now? Back to Yuri Muller. Wants 3, and it's away again. They are persisting with these drop goal attempts.
Oh, they're not going to get any new members to sign up to their fan club with that sort of stuff.
Well, it's interesting, Corne Krika then having a big shot at Yuri Muller. He did not want that option.
They just ran out of backline members with Hugard. He's woken up after a long sleep with a smile. Oh, just copped it big time here.
And his teammates are very relieved. Oh, Brian Lima.
Oh, totally legal, but had his eyes off the ball. That is what you call a blindside shot. Oh. Well, great camera work to pick that up. Oh, that's a car accident.
Now 13 is coming off for Samoa and 21 is going on. So they're really...
Dale Rasmussen. Give Derek Hogard a bit of a rap there. Many players will not have got up from that hit.
Tackled by Brian Lima, who is playing his 16th straight Rugby World Cup match. He has never missed a Rugby World Cup match since making his debut. And this is his 4th tournament. He scored 30 tries in 54 test matches. He's just been a wonderful servant for Samoa Rugby, and that's a great kick. Precision.
That was Hugard immediately getting his poise and balance back. There were a few calls from the crowd to have a crack at a drop goal. As the Samoans restart, pump it long.
Line out. 15 from halfway.
You just sense the Springboks have lifted from that defending their line. They now want to go on the attack.
There's a Springbok throw in inside Samoan territory.
Yeah, team psychology, that penalty that came to the Springboks after the Samoans had missed out on scoring points has lifted them, has knocked the Samoans around psychologically.
Good battle for the ball there. Big Leo Lafayette in there trying to wrestle it from them.
Here they go. So'oialo, Samoan halfback, wants the ball.
Stuart Dickerson in from this side. He'll have an accusation of use of the boot.
Hang on, move apart. Let's go over here, Stu.
6 grams come across the back and step the player here.
Whoever number 6. There's a penalty anyway for player.
Number 6.
Number 6, please.
Conor Krieger being called out for use of the boot.
Females are called, but apparently feet on the body, don't touch.
You'll see it here. Just gone in trying to clear the lower end of violence, I'm sure you'll agree.
Wind the clock back 20 years, that's tiddlywinks.
Yeah, that's right.
10-metre mark. Springbok territory. Meredith. Williamu, good work. Down to Suayalu, but not straight.
Crooked throw, there's no doubt about that from Jonathan Meredith.
Hang on, gentlemen, hang on. It's a crouch. We haven't got a crouch yet. We haven't got a crouch. And engage.
Liu Pulo on the side for Samoa.
Yuan Smith.
Timing just off there when it went to DeWitt Barry. Just off. Barry had them split if he comes another metre later. See what they're trying to do. Yuan Smith running across field, DeWitt Barry straightening.
Injury break here. South Africa 34, Samoa 10. Rafaeli. Cramp. Dr. Martin. Prognosis?
Yeah, it is a cramp. Just fairly standard in these high 20s temperature. It'll be happening in the next 15 minutes to a few others.
Pelipoi, not Rafaeli.
Hang on. Traction hold. No. Traction hold, engage.
Ball in and out as quickly as possible.
Big shove again by the Springboks, but now it's with Lima. Williami. Through the hands. Number 21 is Rasmussen. Fa'asabalu. Vili now playing at fly half. Started the match at fullback. Out now to Viliamu. Pelipoi. Satiti. Backwards. Rafaeli. Soialo. Gilly showed it on the inside, then went wide. Rasmussen, and 22 is Fionati. And a pick up here by Wilmsa. Will he have too much pace? They're coming at him, but that's the winning of the ball game, you would think. Ashwin Willemse against the run of play, scooped on it. And the Springbok right winger scores his second test try in his 8th international after making his debut against Australia earlier this year. The heads are down as far as the Samoans are concerned. It's now 39 points to 10, the Springboks over Samoa.
They've got to say it's not fair. There's no justice. They've done so much hard work, all the big boys. Then the fast, skinny kid has a run, and look at that. In the South African under-21s last year, Willemse too quick for the oncoming Tangi Thakabau, and happy with it too. Ashwin Willemse.
Not too many chances for Willemse this game, but what an athlete. Look at the speed. He has just left the Samoan defence in his wake.
They're the easy tries that come if you squeeze hard enough in defence.
Hogard. Flags are up again. 41 points to 10, South Africa. So Wilmsa looking skywards. Couldn't believe his luck when that ball popped up. All smiles from the try scorer. And converted by Derek Hogard, who now has 21 points for the match, so not a bad effort by the number 10.
And there's a familiar face entered the field 2.0.
Yep, all sorts of changes going on here late in the game. Number 21, Louis Corn, in for the Springboks. Just under 12 minutes left to go. The Samoans, the crowd would love to see him get 1 or 2 tries in this last 12 minutes, but South Africa have been on fire.
And also Des Tuivasa, super sometimes sub for New South Wales Waratah, just got his first touch, it was knocked forward. He's come on for Pelapoi.
No, he did. This gentleman here did.
Des Tuivasa last week came on late in the game. Almost decapitated Johnny Wilkinson. Lucky Johnny ducked.
So about 12 minutes remaining. 41-10. Victor Matfield receiving some treatment from Dr. Uli Schmidt. Here's Van der Westhausen. He's directed play pretty well, using all that experience. Van der Westhausen, the number 9 for South Africa. 7th most capped player in history. 88th Test match, the most capped Springbok. And still going strong. Here's Van der Westhausen, the only survivor from the Springboks' 95 World Cup winning team.
And the fiery Skalkberger, number 19, on for Springboks as well.
He's only 20 years of age, Skalkberger, under 21 captain. A rapid rise for him, big raps on him. So Meredith, knocked down by Raffaelli. Philly, wobbly bounce, but Lima has it. There's Tuivasa in there to help him out. They lay it back. Now it's Satiti. Was it out to Rasmussen?
Oh, Satiti!
And Lomi Faatau went without it. And then knocked forward. We'll come back for the scrum about the halfway mark.
Oh, there's skipper Satiti, jersey 8, who threw that speculator out to the right. Has been sensational. Plenty of work, but also timed it to get out in the open.
Satiti, the captain, has led his country in both 7s and 15s.
We're holding and engage. I don't think so. No. Off we go. No.
Stephen Soialo pleading with the referee, saying it was out. Soialo, the older brother of All Black number 8 Rodney Soialo, plays for the Oral Club in England. 10 minutes remaining. And the Springboks well on their way to yet another quarter-final at the Rugby World Cup.
Superman coming over the top.
Number 12, South Africa.
Plenty of changes happening now. South Africa number 12, DeWitt Barry, will be given a breather.
12, that's right, we got it.
22 going on, Jacques Fourie, only 20 years of age. So a couple of youngsters.
Well, Jacques Fourie is all class. He's made a big impression this tournament.
I'm with you, Boydo. I'm a big rap for Jacques Fourie as it goes to the back to Fa'asabalu.
Good strong run. Now they need a good clean out, Samoa. Soialo gives it to Vili and Lima. Kanavili, double round, but Rousseau didn't fall for that dummy. Lupolu. Tuivasa.
Inside deck, too soon. Yes, it was.
Penalty to Samoa. Under 9 minutes remaining now. Satiti. Still advantage being played here for Samoa. The Springboks not back to 10 metres.
Wait, no, wait. It's not 10, we've got second one, slow down. Back you go.
You can't take 2 taps quickly if they're pinged for not being back there 10.
Rasmussen threw it back on the inside. Couldn't link up with one of his own teammates. Van der Westhausen, Kun and Muller. And Fourie got it over to Wilmler. the flying right winger. He's got support on the outside. Great cover defence there, but they slide across anyway. And it is a try to young Jacques Fury. He's only been on the field for about 60 seconds. And in his second test match, Jacques Fury gets the try. And that has well and truly dampened the Samoan spirit now. 46 points to 10. The Samoans unable to deliver 2 weeks in a row at Rugby World Cup 2003, and they will be packing their bags back home after this match.
Fury, he was the one who set it up with his straight running, went at the defence at pace, then threw it wide. Vilemza, he had the call while this is going on. Fury on the outside is screaming at him for the ball. Works well in combination, just stays in. Good try, team try. Cohen at fly half was the one who had the vision to go wide first up.
Terrific try, but who was there to make the last tackle? Brian Lima. How much ticker has that player got?
Well, if the Rugby World Cup was won on ticker, Samoa would be there. Kun from out wide. Can't add the extras. 46-10. Van der Westhausen is being replaced for South Africa.
Neil de Kock on for Van der Westhausen, and as he said, he's got 4 more test matches left to go in his mind out there, so very positive thinking from Just Van der Westhausen. They want to get to the final, they want to win the final.
Well, it's important, I think, for someone to dig deep and try and restrict the Springboks in the closing 7 minutes or so. But the Springboks on a roll here.
De Kock
throws it over to Skalkberger. Rumula, Jaco van der Westhausen, Rousseau picked up, well done. Delport, Jaco van der Westhausen dives into the corner, and they are absolutely on fire, South Africa. Maybe they are now saying, have a look at what we can do, New Zealand, because they're on the way to the quarterfinals, and they've hit the half century. South Africa 51, Samoa 10.
That is a clanger of a team try. Have a look at, there's Yori Muller. He decides to throw it wide. When it comes to Jaco van der Westhausen, this man, Danny Rousseau, the one-armer, treats the defence with disdain. A bit of luck there, but have a look at Jaco. He sees the line of van der Westhausen. He knows where the camera is in front of him. Huge swan dive.
Danny Rousseau has been very impressive. The ball distribution from the big man is terrific. But how about Superman, Jaco van der Westhausen? Watch him go, leaping, loving it, try.
First test try for him.
He's wanted to bust loose all night, and that's his first real opportunity.
Kun from out wide. Not a bad attempt, it's a beauty. So it's 53-10. Five minutes to go. Another look at it here. The finishing touches. Some heroics from Jaco van der Westhausen.
Oh, he's got some toe. He is wrapped.
Real injury concern here. The Zeidenhout leaving the field, limping. So we have we have John Smith back on.
Yeah.
53 points to 10. The Springboks' biggest victory over Samoa was 60 points to 8. It was back in early 1995. I don't think anyone thought it was going to be a blowout like this scoreline here at Suncorp tonight.
It's the control the South Africans have played with. I know we just saw a knock forward there by Jaco van der Westhausen. Danny Rousseau, the replacement back rower, a huge man, just refuses to pass the ball with 2 hands. Such a mountain of a man.
1 hand's worth 2.
He is a raw beast.
South Africa winning it on the ground there. They throw it back in. gone forward, so we'll have another scrum, and I think that's probably the last thing the Samoan pack requires at this stage.
So John Smith in jersey 2 for the Springboks, packing this scrum, packing it at loose head for the South Africans.
3 minutes 30 left in this game. Springboks onto a big quarter final against the All Blacks next week.
Still running though, Samoa. That's the 22. Fianati and Lomatau. Just can't hold on to it.
Very casual there by Lomi Faumatau. Tremendous break.
Fianati, what a huge man for a backline member. Trying to get those, just a continual goose step it was.
Look at those thighs pumping.
Look at the mouth on him. Lomi Faumatau thought he had it. Oh no. The easily recognisable tattooed legs.
Big Dominic Fianati, he scored a hat-trick on debut against Namibia. Now it's back to Sailosi, Tangi Thakenbau, 10-metre mark. To EVE. Kanavili. Tried hard all night, finding space late in the match. Kanavili
ran away from his supports and is broken down. Yori Muller
turns it back on the inside. Jakob van der Westhausen, and that's forward.
Look at him. That's Dani Rousseau, the player we were talking about before. Huge man for a back rower, and that's even with the back rower standards of the South Africans, which is enormous.
He's got a lot of Daniel Herbert about him, hasn't he?
He is a bit of a Daniel Herbert lookalike.
Is that a compliment?
Absolutely.
Another big scrum from the Springboks. Advantage though being played here for the Samoans. Now here's Lima, Brian Lima. 4th Rugby World Cup for the number 12. Will he still be around in 4 years?
Well, he's 31 years of age. Yep.
This is what you call the last throw of the dives here at Rugby World Cup 2003 for Samoa. This man's been brilliant, Tanavili.
1 minute to go.
Oh, they've snaffled the ball, the South Africans. Turnover.
And numbers on this left-hand side. Berger. Okay, van der Westhausen. He's going to kick, and Willemser is going to chase. And Viliamu is back there. Good Fenn. He's beaten a few. Viliamu. Lucky's Boyder wraps him up though. Tyrrell to Kanavili, almost through again.
You, sir, you're still offside on your own, sir.
Yeah, Jacques Fourie, jersey 22, offside for the South Africans. Here we go again. Oh no.
So it will be the Springboks with the last throw of the dice. De Kock got it across to Rousseau. Van der Westhausen, and now Schmidt, 10-metre mark. Can they keep it going?
Here's a try.
Neil de Kock. They're toying with them over on the far side, the replacement scrum half. Neil de Kock slides in. And what a finish for the Springboks. 31-3 at half-time, and now it is 58 points to 10.
Neil de Kock came on as reserve half-back to replace Van der Westhausen. He gets a try because of his reaction time. Went the blind. Had the support. You sort of thought if he drew them out a little bit better, he could have scored it. De Kock goes off the left, dives, pants come down. You've got to think Roy and HG may have another look at that one.
Well, there's just no gas left in the Samoan bus. It's stalled. It's gone.
4 tries in the first half they scored. They've now scored 4 tries in the second half. And Louis Kuhn will have the final say here with a conversion attempt from right over on the far touch. 48,496 fans, and the Springboks have thrown down the gauntlet, improving as they head to the business end. Oh, and there's a lunatic out there diving at Louis Kuhn.
What a fool.
So concern at the end here as a member of the crowd raced in and tried to tackle Louis Kuhn. So it's the first real breach of security we've seen at the Rugby World Cup.
And the crowd is very close to the ground here.
So that's it. It is full time. 60 points to 10. South Africa over Samoa. What about the scoreline?